Alright guys, so in today's video I want to talk about Abyss of the Four. This particular event is actually going to be amazing. So in this video I want to go over everything that you want to take advantage of, because there's a lot of rewards and things that you have to buy and stuff like that. So let's get into it. I literally played this already over 120 times in order to unlock all of the stories, and here is everything that I've learned. First of all, let's talk about the shop. So with the shop, there's gonna be a total of 4 different shops for 4 of the beast cookies that we have, and each of the shops are actually going to have some different rewards compared to the others. So you guys can see Mystic Flower is gonna have some chests, while Burning Spice is gonna have some different resources, Eternal Sugar is gonna have the toppings, and Shadow Milk is gonna have some of these like cookie cutters and resources for pulling on gacha. So you guys are able to see that you definitely want to take advantage of every single one of them, because these rewards are going to be amazing. First of all, obviously you want to be buying all of the soul stones if possible, and that is going to require you to at least farm 1,000 of the keys in order to go and buy every single one of the soul stones. And of course you are able to go and buy like the epic cookie soul core or soul stones depending on where you guys are at, for individual beast cookies, minions or the sidekicks. All right. Other things that you need to realize is that if you are able to beat certain beast cookies a little bit easier than the others, then you are able to go and play the one that is easiest for you at maximum challenge level to maximize the keys, and you are technically able to go and trade some of these keys for others. So you're able to use 2 of Mystic Flower Soulstone key or any of the beast keys, and you're able to get 1. So it's 2 for 1 exchange, but it is available for you guys if you guys want to go and get certain resources compared to the others. That is gonna be an option that you guys do have. So in order to receive keys, you need to go and clear out and beat these particular bosses. The thing about these bosses is that the more points or the challenge points that you guys are going to be versing it in, you're gonna get more keys. So as you guys can see right now, I am currently at point 40 for the challenge, and you guys are going to be able to see that compared to something like challenge 30, I am going to get a lot more coins when I do verse it at challenge 40. So let me just show you guys real quick this thing while we are at it. So let's go into the boss here real quick. All right, so this is the team that I am currently using right now, and I kind of use this particular team, except I switch out the pure vanilla because we don't need the pure vanilla for other ones. Kind of need it for this one just because of the injury and all that crazy stuff that does happen, unless you're able to beat this thing like in one shot. But you guys are able to see right there, I cleared it at challenge level 30 or point 30, and I am going to be able to go and get, you're going to be able to see 80 of the key of the seat. And then I do have the challenge or the first time clear reward that I will talk about later down the line, but we do have the key of the seat, 80 of them at point 30. So we're going to now go into challenge point 40 here and then show you guys the comparison between the two. All right, so this is gonna be challenge 40. Okay, so let's go into it here real quick, and you're gonna be able to see I'm just gonna spam the skill. I gotta say the bosses are definitely a lot easier compared to what we had before. All right, but let me just quickly go and beat this thing. All right, so once I beat that, you're gonna be able to see this time around 40 challenge points, and you're gonna be able to see that it is gonna be slightly bigger in the reward. So you're gonna be able to see it's gonna be 100 of the key of the seat this time around rather than the 80. All right, so it's gonna be 20 extra keys compared to what we had at plus 30 challenge points. All right, so that is gonna be something that you do want to keep in mind. But of course, like I said, if challenge 40 is going to be a struggle for some of you guys, especially if you guys are newer player or you guys just don't have certain cookies and things like that, then do what you guys can and try to beat out all of the bosses to the highest challenge points you guys are able to, and then choose the one that you're able to go and obviously beat better and easier, and then just exchange them later down the line with the shop where you're able to exchange your keys to the other ones. Now let's talk about something else. It's gonna be the first time reward or the level reward that we do have as well. So you're gonna be able to see that you have point 1 all the way down to point 40. So obviously, like I said, the maximum points that you're able to go and set the challenge to is 40 points. However, you guys are able to go and get all of these rewards by playing 40 different times. All right, and that is going to be if you are going to be either playing on the point level right here. So I have to play at point 31 or higher in order to receive this particular reward. So if I play at point 30, then I'm not going to be able to get this reward. I'm just going to get some keys and the basic default materials. So right there, I'm at point 31. So let's go into this real quick. And then let me just show you guys this right over here that we are going to go and get. All right, so point 31, I'm at point 40. So let's go into the actual boss here. And then let me show you guys this boss being beaten, and then we're gonna get the reward. All right, so beat the boss right there, and then you're gonna be able to see that we are going to receive the clear reward. All right, so the challenge reward right over there is gonna be available to us, and we are going to get right there, move up to point 32. So even if you guys clear at point 40, you're gonna have to do it 40 individual times. Doesn't really matter because of the fact that the story events, if you guys go into the story mission real quick, which is going to be in the event tab, and you guys can see right here, in order to watch the story that I have uploaded on my channel, you are gonna have to go and clear all of these missions. Every time you clear up to 10-point challenge, you're gonna be able to get all of these. You're gonna have to get 15 maximum powers in order to go and get all of the rewards for here. And then you need to go and complete at least the bosses 30 times in order to go and clear everything out. Eternal Sugar, I still need to go and do. But everything else I've pretty much done like over like 30-40 times now. So you need to go and do that in order to go and maximize not only the events, but also the reward tier here. So again, if you guys do clear now at 31, you're gonna go and not get this reward because you are going to be lower than the reward tier that is asking for. All right, so that is going to be something that you guys do need to keep in mind in order to maximize the reward that you are able to get. So you have the shop reward, you have the clear reward, as well as next the ranking reward as well. Obviously the season rewards, you guys are able to see 5 soul stones, 4 3 2 1 are going to be given out. Rainbow cubes as well as radiant biscuit doughs are going to be given out for all of these particular season rewards. Absolutely amazing. So you guys are able to get a total of 4 here, 5 from the ranking maximum, and then you're able to get some more from the beast race. So this is something that you definitely want to be taking advantage of. So now that we have the rewards out of the way, let's talk about the teams and some of the builds that I want to recommend. As of right now, according to what I've done, at least when you'd verse, Burning Spice was the easiest, although his thing does last very long because he has that invincibility at the end. He did the least amount of damage in my personal opinion. However, because of the fact that he does take more damage from Earth type, I would suggest if you have someone like, you know, Hollyberry, as well as someone like Silent Salt, or you just, you know, you have the damage output to beat Eternal Sugar, then Eternal Sugar might be the easiest to go and clear out first. Because of the fact that the steel damage is there, and you know, if you have someone like Silent Salt, then just go and use Silent Salt to do the steel damage, because I believe these particular enemies are considered as cookies, so you are able to do steel damage to them. And of course, you are able to go and get something like the damage resist bypass, or another one that is really good is something like this, the life dominance and the supremacy of power. These actually do increase a lot of extra damage output for someone like your Eternal Sugar or your Silent Soul or your DPS. So it actually does help out a lot in clearing it a lot faster. So in the beginning, it's going to be set to all 0. Make sure to at least make it so that it is going to be 0.1, because if you don't, then it's not going to count. So make sure to put it at 0.1 and then clear it out. And then next, you're able to go and maximize everything so that you are able to go and clear out more of these points so that you are able to get the clear reward. Next, these particular cookies do have damage resist. So damage resist bypass from the power as well as your biscuit is actually going to be very good. So keep that in mind. And I will have to say, because of the fact that the cookies are going to be limited to 4 if you're going to do maximum challenge points, I would suggest that you guys just clear it with 4 cookies if you guys can. If not, then clear at 0.35 so that you are able to go and use 5 cookies. The cookies that I would recommend for certain stages, like Eternal Sugar. If you're using 5 cookies, someone like Wind Archer, Eternal Sugar, as well as Silent Soul, and the 2 supports, Marshmallow Bunny and Cream Ferret, are going to be your best option in order to clear it the fastest. If not, then of course use someone like Hollyberry to increase your overall tankiness. Use someone like Pure Vanilla or other, cookies that are able to go and increase, buff, and heal your cookies in order to increase their survivability. So I have cleared every single one of the beast cookies out with this particular build right here. For Eternal Sugar, these are the 3 of the powers that I have used, and of course you are able to. And of course, I would recommend you guys to get the element. But keep in mind, when you guys go into the power info, then you're going to be able to see which power these particular beast cookies are going to give. So you're going to be able to see that Eternal Sugar gives the light one. And the one that is weakness to light is going to be Shadow Milk. And Shadow Milk is going to give you guys Earth. And the one that is going to be weak to Earth is going to be Burning Spice. And Burning Spice is going to give Darkness, which is going to be for Mystic Flower, who is going to give you Steel. So it's going to go like this: Eternal Sugar to Shadow Milk to Burning Spice to Mystic Flower to Eternal Sugar. So it's going to be in that circular motion right there, in giving you the weakness type of that element. Alright, so again, Eternal Sugar, in my opinion, you guys are able to use a team like this, or again, Silent Salt if you guys are wanting to use Silent Salt. For someone like Shadow Milk, I recommend that you guys do use someone like Pure Vanilla if possible. If you don't want to use someone like Pure Vanilla, which I do recommend you guys to do, you are able to go and change out one of the powers into this one right over here, the Strike of Bliss, which is going to actually allow you to be invulnerable, as well as increase your light type and, crit and crit damage and things like that. So that actually does help you out in dealing a bit more damage to Shadow Milk. For Burning Spice, same thing. In my opinion, you guys are able to go and use this particular team for everything. The only thing that you do need is the Earth type element to do more damage, but that is going to be a very, very easy clear for Burning Spice, in my opinion. Next one is going to be Mystic Flower. I think Mystic Flowers is the most difficult one in some cases. If you are able to go and get this Tyrant's Wrath, it's actually going to make it a lot easier. You can get this from Burning Spice. If you don't use this one, you might want to go and use someone like Mystic Flower in order to get rid of that apathy effect that Mystic Flower puts in. So just keep that in mind. And then again, Eternal Sugar, same thing that I have used before. And basic topping setting that I do want to recommend you guys to use is going to be that Eternal Sugar wants to get most of these buffs. So you're going to see that Eternal Sugar, highest attack as well as the highest HP, are going to increase the overall attack, cooldown reduction, and things like that. So when you guys go into the total, you want to see that Eternal Sugar is going to have the highest HP. So make sure to keep Silent Salt away from the highest HP if possible, and then increase the overall attack. And that's the reason why I like to use Wind Archer, because of the fact that Eternal Sugar is gonna most of the time have a higher HP than someone like Wind Archer. And of course, if you guys are dying out, then put some damage resist. If your cookies are strong enough, you have all of the buffs and things like that, then sacrificing on the damage resist and increasing the overall attack and crit and cooldown actually does work out as well. And then of course Cream Ferret, I just have full cooldown. But Marshmallow Bunny, I have my arena build, which is going to be cooldown with some amplified buff and crit and attack. And then Wind Archer, I do have Raspberry and crit in order to give the highest attack to Eternal Sugar once again. The ranking rewards that you guys are able to get, most of the time it's gonna be for all of the whales who are just absolutely destroying these bosses in like literally one hit. That is not possible for me, but it is possible for some people who actually do have all of the builds and things like that. But this guide is for you to clear and maximize on the rewards. So if you guys need anything, let me know down in the comments below. But that is pretty much what I have for you guys. Make sure to take advantage of all the elements, all of the clear reward. You do need to clear it at least minimum 40 times for each of the bosses in order to maximize. And then of course we do have the shop that you want to take advantage of along with the event as well. So I hope you guys found the video helpful. Good luck with everything, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.